You felt it before. She was interested, then suddenly distant. Replies slowed, energy changed, respect faded, and no matter how much effort you gave, the harder you tried, the worse it got. That confusion you feel right now, that quiet frustration late at night. This video explains exactly why attraction dies, and what separates men who are desired from men who are tolerated. If you're the kind of man who wants the truth instead of a comfort, like, share, and subscribe. This will change how you see attraction forever. You've probably been told you're doing everything right. You communicate, you're patient, you're understanding, yet somehow, you keep ending up ignored, tested, or replaced. You watch other men say less, do less, try less, and still command attention. That gap eats at you. Because the longer this continues, the more doubt creeps in. You start questioning your worth, your masculinity, your edge, and the most dangerous part. You slowly start adjusting yourself, shrinking, softening, hoping that next time it'll work. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern, and the reason sits deeper than you think. Here's the lie that ruins most men. You attract women by being nice, understanding, and emotionally available. It sounds mature. It sounds safe. It sounds civilized, but it quietly strips you of polarity. Because attraction is not built on comfort alone. It's built on tension, presence, and strength. Modern culture teaches men to remove their edge, to smooth every sharp instinct, to replace backbone with approval-seeking. Comfort feels good in the moment, but comfort kills attraction over time. The lie tells you to be harmless, that reality rewards men who are grounded, decisive, and unshaken. And once you understand that, everything changes. Here's the truth most men learn too late. Attraction is not something you perform. It's something you project. Women don't respond to your words. They respond to your state, your emotional stability, your self-respect, your direction. Biology doesn't negotiate. A man who is centered signals safety. A man who is reactive signals weakness. When you chase validation, you announce insecurity. When you stand rooted in yourself, tension comes toward you. Attraction follows presence, not effort. And that leads to the archetype you must step into. The centered man. He doesn't rush. He doesn't over-explain. He doesn't collapse when tested. He moves with calm authority. Not loud, not aggressive, just unshakable. He knows who he is and doesn't need permission to be that man. Now let's break down the truths that build this presence. Truth number 1. Attraction dies when you abandon yourself. The moment you change your values to keep someone, respect leaks out. Psychologically, people trust consistency. When you bend too easily, you signal instability. Example, you tolerate behavior you'd normally walk away from, just to avoid conflict. The consequence, she senses you don't trust yourself, and if you don't trust yourself, neither will she. Attraction requires a spine. Truth number 2. Emotional control is more attractive than emotional expression. This one hurts. You were told vulnerability equals attraction, but uncontrolled emotion creates a burden. Controlled emotion creates safety. She pulls away. Instead of panicking, texting paragraphs, or demanding clarity, you stay calm. Else, you appear dependent on her reactions. And dependence suffocates desire. If this is hitting home so far, like, share, and subscribe. The next truths go even deeper. Truth number 3. Indifference is stronger than approval seeking. Indifference doesn't mean coldness. It means self-sufficiency. Psychologically, humans are drawn to what doesn't need them to survive. You enjoy her presence, but your life doesn't orbit her. Otherwise, you become predictable, and predictability kills intrigue. Truth number 4. Women test strength, not kindness. Tests are not cruelty. They're filters. She's unconsciously asking, will this man fold under pressure? She challenges you emotionally. You don't argue. You don't explain. You stay composed. Consequence of failing this test. She loses faith in your leadership. Truth number 5. Attraction grows in silence, not explanation. Over-explaining feels logical, but it destroys mystery. Psychologically, mystery keeps the mind engaged. You don't justify every action. You let your behavior speak. Passing this test will make you harder to read and harder to forget. Truth number 6. Purpose outranks romance. Nothing kills attraction faster than a man with no direction. Evolutionarily, purpose signals survival and leadership. Your mission comes first. She complements your life. She isn't the center of it. If you fail to put this particular principle to practice, she becomes your purpose, and attraction collapses. Because where pressure is applied, attraction collapses. Attraction is a fragile entity that should not be subjected to force. It is free-flowing energy in the universe given freely that can neither be forced nor bought. Truth number 7. Attraction respects boundaries more than affection. Boundaries are proof of self-respect. You walk away from disrespect calmly, cleanly, without drama. Consequence of having weak boundaries. You teach people how to treat you poorly, and attraction never survives self-betrayal. Picture a mountain. It doesn't move to impress anyone. It doesn't explain itself. It doesn't chase admiration. Weather hits it, storms test it, and it remains. That's masculine attraction. Stillness under pressure, strength without noise. Now compare that to drifting sand. Shaped by every wind, no form, no permanence. Which one commands respect? Now be honest with yourself. Where have you been chasing instead of choosing? Where have you been explaining instead of standing firm? Where have you traded self-respect for attention? Look at your patterns, not your intentions. Attraction doesn't respond to what you meant. It responds to who you are. And the man you are right now is either becoming stronger or more agreeable. There is no neutral. Imagine this shift. You speak less, but with certainty. You move slower, but with purpose. You stop reacting and start deciding. People lean in when you talk. Women feel your presence before you speak. You don't chase clarity. You are clarity. Internally, you feel calm, grounded, unrushed. That's not arrogance. That's alignment. Stop trying to be chosen. The universe has already chosen you to be here on Earth, to exist in time and space. Reclaim your center. Protect your standards. Let attraction respond to who you are, not who you pretend to be. This is not about women. It's about self-respect, and everything follows that. If growth is your mission, show some love and hit the like and subscribe button.